we want to be tomorrow. Um, let's see. Just leaving. So I had a couple viewers on my IG live. Um, yeah, I'll keep going for a little bit here. Um, we must get back on the path to our dreams and quit living our lives for others and doing the things in our lives that others would have us do. If we do not remain vigilant about staying true to the path we are on, we can easily be distracted by the shiny gleam of another path that others say we should be on instead. Let us reclaim our life's agenda. Let us live our lives and go after that which we, not others, are passionate about. If we set up our minds and lives as others would have us do, our lives become theirs and not our own. I do not want to get to the end of my life only to realize that I did not even live my own life as I was fulfilling someone else's agenda for my life. If we are living the prisoned or the pleasant life, we stand a chance of living someone else's agenda. If we are living the passionate life, then we are living our own lives, vigorously chasing our own dreams and passions. We will know that we are on the right path because we will feel a much greater sense of satisfaction and joy and knowledge that we, and not others, have the power to dictate where our lives will take us. Yeah, it's like, wow. Um, okay, I'll keep going. That paragraph is so powerful. Yeah, I read, but I'm going back, and reading this stuff. I wrote it, I wrote this book myself, and it's like going back and reading this. It's like, wow, I wrote that. That's pretty powerful. Good morning, Allison. Yeah, I my my Zoom call's not. Uh, my guest didn't hop on the Zoom call, and so I'm just reading out of my book. Um, I'm gonna actually go back and read that last paragraph again. It's just so powerful, and I feel it in my soul. Um, of course, I feel it because I wrote it. It's true for myself. We must get back on the path to our dreams and quit living our lives for others, doing the things in our lives that others would have us do. If we do not remain vigilant about staying true to the path we are on, we can easily be distracted by the shiny gleam of another path that others say we should be on instead. Let us reclaim our life's agenda. Let us live our lives and go after that which we, not others, are passionate about. If we set up our minds and lives as others would have us do, our lives become theirs and not our own. I do not want to get to the end of my life only to realize that I did not even live my own life as I was fulfilling someone else's agenda for my life. If we are living the prisoned or pleasant life, we stand the chance of living someone else's agenda. If we are living the if we are living the passionate life, then we are living our own lives, vigorously chasing our own dreams and passions. We will know that we are on the right path because we will feel a much greater sense of satisfaction and joy and knowledge that we, and not others, have the power to dictate where our lives will take us. When it comes to the past, I thought I had come to terms with and released all of those things that may end up blocking me from a better present and future. The truth that I really had, the truth is that I really had not done so. Yes, I had come to terms with these things, but I had not fully accepted that I could move past them. Now I have. What I see now, or what I now see, is that the only thing or person who has been blocking me from carrying on down the right path toward my dreams and goals was me, my inner demons, all of which are and have been thoughts or feelings based on fear, have run the game for entirely too long. It is time to quash any fears I may have and let go of my demons. They have held me down for far too long, and it is time to rise up and live the passionate life. Too often in my life, I have Too often in my life, I've listened too well when others have told me to slow down and be careful, so far as my life's direction is concerned. I have also told myself the same thing at times. Both mine and others' cautionary directives for my life have kept me in the present or pleasant lives, as I have been too fearful to advance toward my dreams. Now I see that my fears have been hurting me more than keeping me safe, as I have not advanced in life due to unwarranted fears that I was inadequate or undeserving of a better life than I had. I had grown to be grateful for the life that I had and not continue trying for anything better. Having an attitude of gratitude is the best way to be, but mine seemed to hold me where I was. I needed to expand it so that I could also see and be grateful for my ability to reach higher. I am now free of the grip that my fears have had on me, and I can see that while I am grateful for what I do have in my life, I am capable and deserving of so much more. I have heard it said that change requires at least a little bit of insanity. If we haven't yet reached our dreams and find that our movement toward them has slowed or stopped, then it is now time to be a bit crazy and get moving in the direction that we want to go. It is time to get it is time to rid myself of any doubts caused by myself or others and declare that from now on I shall advance with abandon, abandoning anything that is suppressing my ambitions, leaving it behind me. I will advance toward my dreams and goals. I always say that it is better to have an attitude of gratitude than one of satisfaction. When a person is grateful for what they have and for what they have been given, they need to be, or they tend to be happier people. Life means something and they have an idea of what their purpose is and what direction they shall go with their lives. I will attest that when I am sad, my entire attitude goes in the crapper. I lose track of any particular direction I was previously going in and any motivation to move at all. The world today is filled with negativity. There's a plethora of positivity in the world as well, but for some odd reason, people tend to gravitate toward the negativity. I, for one, do not believe that we are born to be sad and miserable and stay sitting on our butts in a big pool of pessimism. I am of the mind that we are born to be happy, joyous, and free as we progress toward our dreams. My higher power is a positive, loving, caring God who only wants the best for me. Every now and again, whenever my attitude starts to lean toward the negative, I simply ask him to guide me back into gratitude and out of satisfaction. I also do my own part of the work and start thinking of the things I have to be grateful for. Often, the simple act of making a gratitude list is enough to create joy in my heart. Maybe it is such a widely suggested practice because it helps to keep people grateful and joyous. I know I feel better about myself and the world around me and have a much better attitude when I remain focused on the positive points in my life. I do not totally ignore the negative things as that is an unhealthy thing to do, but rather deal with it so it can make room for more things that are positive. So long as I stay in the mindset of being grateful for all the positivity I have in my life, joy cannot escape me. Happiness and joy are often confused as being one and the same, but they are not. They are simply two versions of the same positivity. Happiness is defined as a temporary feeling based on outward circumstances, while joy is long lasting and based on our inner being, more of a spiritual condition. Of the two, I would rather have joy, as it is here to stay with me at least a little while longer. I shall practice joy and gratitude. And I think I'll stop there in reading. And yeah, this 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 first paragraph I read today, or read or this paragraph that I read here was powerful. I don't know. I think I'll read it again. It's just bam, it's right there. Um, Feel it. We must get back on the path to our dreams and quit living our lives for others, doing the things in our lives that others would have us do. If we do not remain vigilant about staying true to the path we are on, we can easily be distracted by the shiny gleam of another path that others say we should be on instead. Let us reclaim our life's agenda. Let us live our lives and go after that which we, not others, are passionate about. If we set up our minds and lives as others would have us do, our lives become theirs and not our own. I do not want to get to the end of my life only to realize that I did not even live my own life, as I was fulfilling someone else's agenda for life. If we are living the prisoned or pleasant life, we stand the chance of living someone else's agenda. If we are living our if we are living the passionate life, then we are living our own lives, vigorously chasing our own dreams and passions. We will know that we are on the right path because we will feel a much greater sense of satisfaction and joy and knowledge that we, and not others, have the power to dictate where our lives will take us. Uh, Good morning, Stridebox. I'm just reading out of the book I wrote, Live the Passionate Life and Quit Settling for Survival. Um, or actually, I was reading out of it. But yeah, that powerful paragraph, which I've now read 3 times, I will not read again right now. Um, but yeah, it's like, let us reclaim our life's agenda. Yeah, just let us reclaim our life's agenda. And, not what I was reading about there. I wrote in my book, talking about talking about living our own agendas and not living someone else's agenda for our life, living our lives as we would have our lives be instead of, like such as living my, you know, such as I can speak on this, living my own life as, my parents or my grandparents, or other family members would have had me do all along, just, um, living, for instance, going through the motions that they would like me to go through and you know, ending up with the life that they want me to have, it's like, here recently you know, I've had family members tell me that, I'm not this way and not that way and whatever, and it's like, um, well, obviously it's like, that is the way it is. So, it's like, can't really, I don't know, you can't really decide now that I'm not that way since, it's personal choice anyway. And, hey, this is my life. Um, but yeah, it's just like what I was, what I wrote there in that powerful paragraph, just living someone else's life. We get to the end. I don't want to get to the end of my life and be like, oh crap, I wish I would have lived my life that way, instead of, you know, I live my life, as so and so would have had me live my life, but, you know, and maybe that person is happy because, happy with my life because I lived, according to their plan for it, but it's like, hello, this is my life, I don't want to get to the end and be like, that sort of sucked. I never did get to do